there's a lesson to be learned in this episode of Prison School. Don't touch Joe's aunts. Simple life lesson. You fuck with them, he'll stab a bitch. That's all there is to that. He wanted to strangle Andre for knocking over his ant container. And then he literally took a sharpened branch from God knows where and everything. And he was going to stab the president because her crows were attacking the ants in his eyes and everything. Kiyoshi stopped him from going to real prison. He wanted to stab a bitch, literally. His eyes were red. Boom, Joe's eyes red confirmed. We got somewhat of a face reveal. Yeah! And he got his hands. But Kiyoshi saved him from going to a real prison by tackling him as he's charging at her with a sharpened stick and everything, planning to stab a bitch. So, and by God knows how, somehow, Kiyoshi tackled him on the side. But that stick got shoved up Kiyoshi's ass so much that his ass is bleeding. And it's just like, how? So apparently, if you're running at someone and they're stabbing you like this way, it'll magically teleport and go up your ass. So there was that. Instead of stabbing a bitch, he stabbed an asshole. Literally. So yeah, there's that life lesson. Never touch Joe's aunts. And the girls are going to use that. The student council kind of use that to her advantage. Joe got thrown in solitary confinement for a day for pretty much trying to attack her and all that. While Kiyoshi covered for him and say, I fell on a branch, a very sharpened branch. So, Kiyoshi covered for him. And through this, we get revealed that it most likely will play as where Kiyoshi will be earning back their friendship. He'll be earning friendship by doing them solid things. Like, before this, Joe wouldn't talk to him at all. After this, now Joe's thanking him, and they're actually on better terms. Joe even stood up for Kiyoshi to Shingo, who said, go get the kettle, and the kettle's like right next to Shingo and all that. But Joe says, why are you still acting like a brat? So, Joe and Gakuto are now on Kiyoshi's side. So, there's two ways this whole thing can play out, actually. Because we can have them all take sides with Kiyoshi except Shingo, or we could have it so like it's Gakuto and Joe and Kiyoshi on one side of the prison, while it's Andre and Shingo, because Shingo currently has become the snitch for the student council. Like, he relayed the information that that ants mean everything to Joe, and he freaks the fuck out if something happens to them. And that's why her crows were attacking, but in reality they were anting, where they're rubbing against them, so they make pesticides so insects, other things don't come and eat them. But Joe didn't know that, so he had a misunderstanding and he acted on it and all that. But so Shingo's become the snitch because he's being offered food, time out of the prison for like a couple of hours. He's been offered so many delicious foods and special benefits. He doesn't even get beaten anymore by the vice president anymore, while Andre not being beaten by her anymore, since he's not doing anything. He's not being good or bad. It's just not being beaten by her is making him really stressed out. So stress levels are rising, and with Shingo being the snitch and no one else knowing except Kiyoshi, who got a faint hinting at it, there's more rifts forming. While there could be potential sides and there could be this bigger conflict going on afterwards. Personally, hopefully Kiyoshi also buys back into Andre's favor by doing him solids and helping him out and actually showing he's a good friend. But if not, then it's just going to be Andre and Shingo versus Gakuto and Joe and Kiyoshi. But hopefully Gakuto will take Kiyoshi's side. He's still trying to be nice to him and do solid. And you can see he's really distraught over having to side with Shingo because everyone else was siding with Shingo. So there was that. Then we got Hana is trying to get vengeance for getting pissed on, but it's strange. She's the one who caused that, but she's making it his fault. So she's most likely in denial that she caused that herself, and she wants some form of apology or just compensation or something. So when she took him to the nurse's office, Kiyoshi, after he got the stick up his ass, and he had pulled it out and put ointment on, Well, she wanted him to piss in this thing so she could pour it all over him. And then that didn't work because he didn't have to go. So she was going to piss in it and then pour it all over him. That didn't work because Chiyo walked in and she had everything except her skirt all the way up and everything, but you could tell she wasn't wearing any underwear because she pulled it off and she was going to piss on him. She was standing above him while Kiyoshi was laying flat on the hospital bed, the nurse's office bed. Chiyo walks in, she goes in, and they're hiding underneath the whole thing. They're both not wearing any form of underwear. They're pretty much exposed, and they're underneath the bed while Chiyo's up top looking around and all that, and then walks in because she was concerned about Kiyoshi. She saw him get the stick up his ass. And it's just, let's say, in the words of Kurisu from Monster Musume, his snake shed its skin. Because she goes, huh? Something's poking me. It's getting bigger and bigger. And she passes out for some reason. Like, it must have shocked her or something, or it was too nasty for her to pass out. But something poked her and all that. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't help it. He pretty much got an erection, being like really, really super close to her. Like, she could feel it. They could feel each other's breath and all that. And he got an erection because they're both not wearing any form of underwear or pants or all that. So they're pretty much exposed. And he got an erection since it's natural male. It's a natural male reaction. So yeah, that happened. She passed out, and then she's like, I can't help. The next day, we find out she doesn't remember anything that happens after, like, they got to the nurse's office. She's like, I can't remember. I just feel something nasty happened. So Hana wants to get her vengeance, and that's going to be complicating for Kiyoshi. We're going to have potential sides taking in an all-out fight or something, while the girls want to, well, mostly this president wants to get them to all cause more rifts because they know they're not going to probably break out again. So they're going to try and do some stuff so they can inform the school how they're so hazardous and dangerous that the school will take their side. Every girl will side with the student council's decision, so the chairman gets overruled. But we know that's not going to happen because we have Chiyo-chan and possibly Chiyo-chan's friend who would side with Kiyoshi and the boys. And then chairman would side, so that might prevent the whole thing. And we might even have the president look at Kiyoshi in a new light, or potentially the more he helps her out. He helped her out unconsciously by saving her from being attacked and all that by Joe, and you could tell she was shocked. So she might start rethinking her decision about Kiyoshi, and we don't know. I'm really curious to see how this is going to play out. Is Kiyoshi going to end up getting back into Andre's favor? Is he going to earn his friendship back? Because he earned Joe's, and he still has Gakuto as a friend. And I'm liking this. Shingo, man, you're just a fucking watchdog. Fucking watchdog. And then the last thing I want to comment in. Why the hell does the vice president sweat so much? Is it because she's terrified of or like, cause she might be terrified of the president or something, but she sweats so much in her presence. And it's just, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? So yeah, Prison School. It's a unique anime. I'm enjoying this episode. It was pretty damn good. It really was. So, if you like this, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more reviews, reactions, vlogs, talks, the usual. Go check out the episode down in the description, along with, go follow me on Twitter. So, therefore, just follow the links in the description. The usual thing I ask you to do. And this is Outdoor Nation here, my lovely community citizens and civilians. I'll see you guys in the next video. So, have a good day, watch lots of anime, read lots of manga. Bye-bye.